Welcome to Module 3.3, Hidden Money Pits of Google Shopping. Super scary title, but the reality is Google is in the business to make money, and they're more than willing to allow you to spend on areas that you should not be spending on. So it's very important that you sort of consider these items and do these items so you're not wasting money. It's also important, I think, to just take a step back. I mean, you have your Merch Center account set up. Your products are now going into Google AdWords. You have your Google Shopping campaign set up. You've likely started on sort of a low bid, low budget. Maybe getting a little bit of traffic. You're feeling a little more comfortable. Hopefully, seeing some conversions, and so you start raising those bids up. Okay. It's sort of typical that people say, I want to get a little more traffic now, so I raise my bids up. Maybe raise the budget up. See a few more conversions. So now, as you're raising those bids and budget up, it sort of opens you up to more areas for wasteful spending. You may start at a 25-cent bid and $10 a day budget, but you may have since raised that up to 75 cents bid and $50 budget. So it's very important that, you know, not only when you first start to get it going, but also as you start growing to look at these money pits and and make sure you're always sort of spending effectively. So I'm going to go over sort of four things, really sort of how to add negative keywords, how to move search partners, doing the mobile adjustment, and segmenting products. I've touched a little bit on most of these already. I don't, I wanted to create a separate module so that it's very deliberate. Like these are four things you absolutely need to look at, absolutely need to check. So anyways, we'll jump right in. So we're going to go back to Modvera Lighting just because Modvera Lighting has a lot of data in it, lots of product information, super simple. Now, just as a starting point, what I want to do is create a shopping campaign so you can sort of see, your product is going to look a lot like this, going to be United States. We've already talked about, I'm going to leave a lot of this stuff default so we don't have any issues here. Okay, so this is, okay, so let me set that up, all products, save. Okay, so this is probably how your campaign currently looks, right? All products, low bid. Hopefully you're seeing a little bit of traffic here, maybe seeing some conversions, but this is probably what you have to start, right? Okay, so the first step, like I said, was to add negative keywords. Let's go back to shopping. So your keywords, Google shopping campaigns don't have keywords like we've already talked about a couple times now, but they do have negative keywords. Okay, so if I want to go into add negative keywords and not show and avoid showing for terms like, Walmart, Amazon, let's just say I don't want to show if someone's looking for incandescent. So you can add your negative keywords here, and also add coupon, um, address, phone number. And I do all of these with PhraseMat. So what that means, if someone uses the actual word address, I won't show. Anyways, all you have to do is hit save, and now those negative keywords are added. So very simple. That will save you a lot of time, a lot of headache. Use coupons, maybe use your competitors, whatever you want to do in there, you can add. So the point is to help save you money. So next up is remove search partners. So as a part of the setup, hopefully you did this, but if you missed that step, make sure you go back to your campaign settings, add, go into here, remove search partners. So I forgot, I didn't even do it during my setup, so I skip right over it. So make sure that's removed. If you do want to do an experiment at some point in time and see how search partners performs for you, it very well, it may be a good thing to do, particularly if you've got really high volume for spending a lot of money. There could be an opportunity in search partners network where your competitors aren't advertising that you can make some money. So in order to do that, you obviously just turn it on, and then you go up here to segment and click that. And then click this plus arrow. And since I don't have a data, it's not going to show me. So let's go back into this one of these campaigns. I'm going to do segment. I don't think I've ever done a test in here for search partners. Let's see. Yeah, see, I've never done a test in here. But what you would see is if you went to your campaign, you hit segment network with search partners, you would see Google search. Here's my performance for Google search. And then you'd see right underneath it, search partners. And then search partners, you'd see the performance for that network. So it can be, typically when I've seen that perform well, it's in like very sort of standard products like commodity, like, I don't know, I've seen like school products perform well. You know, any product where someone's like sort of doing a lot of searching to get a good deal, or they're really sort of doing a lot of um, research to find that sort of great price. That's typically where I've seen that. I think Search Partner Network, it really sort of sends products out to like Price Grabber, um, um, or sites like Price Grabber that have some like comparison shopping element to it. So anyways, it's maybe worth trying in your case. Just, you know, it's important to start though that you do remove it. So next up is mobile bid. So this is where you could waste a lot of money. Okay, like we talked about earlier, mobile, um, you know, is the fastest growing segment on Google. I mean, you have lots and lots of people searching for mobile. There's a lot of issue about cross-device conversion tracking, lots of issues out there with mobile. But the reality is mobile doesn't convert as well as desktop. You know, maybe people just aren't used to buying as much of their mobile yet. Maybe they're, you know, just happen to be just riding subway or, you know, whatever, and they're not in a buying stage. They're just sort of browsing. Okay, they're bored at the doctor's office, whatever. They're just browsing. In fact, I haven't seen an account or any data that has, or any case studies that have shown an example where mobile has outperformed desktop in terms of conversion rate. So very important to reduce your mobile bid. So to do that, go into settings, go into device, and then adjust it right here. So let's just say, I don't know, 30% start. Okay, most of you are going to have with Shopify a very mobile friendly site. Most of you are going to have, so most of you with Shopify are going to have a mobile friendly site that should have a good mobile conversion rate. But so maybe you just want to start negative 30%. If you have like a B2B product or you know, a certain product that requires a lot of research, maybe you do negative 60. Completely up to you. I've seen people start with negative 70, negative 80. It's completely up to you. So we did skip over the location and ad schedule. These are some other money pits that you can take a look at. Generally, you know, you really don't look at these until you get a lot of data. But you know, since I'm here, I guess I'll just explain these. Location, you know, this is if we wanted to segment by state, we could do that and bid differently by state. If we wanted to schedule or bid differently based on the time of day, we could do that. It's completely up to you. But typically, these two aren't really sort of typically we can't do anything to these two until we have, you know, a significant amount of data to analyze, okay, how does 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. perform versus 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I'm skipping over these on purpose, but if you do have an account or have been running an account for quite a while, you do want to take a look at these because those are potential money pits. So for now, let's just look at device and really get that going in the right direction. So next is segmenting products and categories. Okay, so let's go back to this. So this is probably what you have as of now. You have one campaign, you have one ad group, okay, and then one product group. All the products that are coming over from Merch Center have this one bid, okay, but in reality, you probably don't want to bid the same amount on all your products the same. You may have certain products that have a higher profit margin. You may have certain brands that perform better. Maybe you have certain product IDs that you said, look, this is the better product. I want to advertise this over one of these other products. So really, to make the most out of your Google Shopping campaign, you want to come in and segment and subdivide these products. You want to subdivide this product group into different layers. So for example, let's say in my case with Modvera, I want to do incandescent bulb and LED bulb differently. Okay. Let's say I want to, my incandescent bulb is really inexpensive, maybe low margin. So let's bid this, let's put an LED at 20 cents. Okay, great. What this means now is the product that is an incandescent product, which is this one, has a bid of 10 cents. Everything else that's an LED has a higher bid of 20 cents. If for some reason there is a product that does not have incandescent or LED added to it, it will fall into this category. Okay, so let's say maybe let's say that there is a halogen bulb or a mercury vapor bulb or some sort of other type of bulb that they didn't have the product type on, it would fall into here, and I could put a lower bid on that. Okay, or I can go back and add the product type in Shopify and stuff like that, but let's not worry about that. So I broke it out into incandescent LED. Now let's say I want to find a couple of my better products in here and bid on those differently. So for example, this one's a good one. This one's a really good one. This one's a good one. Okay, so let's say these ones are good. These are my better products, right? So I want to select this. Let's change the bid to 50 cents. I don't know. And then let's go and change this one to 20 cents. Okay, so these products now have a 50-cent bid. This one has a 20, or this group of products has a 20-cent bid. Okay, so again, I just clicked on that pencil, subdivided it, added some of my best sellers, raised the bids on those ones to 50 cents, but everything else in the LED product type has 20-cent bid. So hopefully that makes sense. So play around with it. It can be very, very helpful in getting the right product to show on Google and getting your best sellers, your best products to show and on Google, because you can raise the bid higher on those. So this, in combination with the mobile bid, in combination with the negative keywords and search partners, should get you on the right track. If you're just starting out, getting this campaign live, getting going on the right track, you should be there. So this concludes Module 3. Module 3 really was geared toward. So this concludes Module 3. Through Module 3, you've got your Google Shopping campaign set up. You're getting a little bit of traffic, hopefully starting to see some conversions through that conversion tracking we previously installed. And you're starting to raise those bids up a little bit, maybe raise your budget up, getting a little bit more traffic, but at the same time looking at those money pits to sort of minimize any wasteful spend or any wasteful loss. So hopefully this is giving you everything you need to sort of get things going the right direction, start getting traffic, get your Google Shopping campaign to a point where it can start making you some money. So if you have any questions, like always, just send me an email at kurt@eastondigital.com. Thanks.